Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Frank Iñiguez. I am the ambassador of reading, and today's topic is a topic that I got asked about maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. They asked me, hey Frank, are the homes ever going to go down? And I said, well, I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. However, numbers do help you see a picture. And at the rate we're going, houses will have to stop and decline. They're going to decline. They are going to drop in price. And I'm going to explain to you why. Previously a home, and we're going to go with an example of $700,000. A home at $700,000, the interest rate was about 2%. A little bit higher, a little bit lower, but we're going to call it at 2%. So at 2%, people needed to have an income of about $5,000 with no car payments and not too much credit card payment. And that would give them a 45%, which is what the banks lend people to buy their home. A $700,000 home at a 2%, they were able to qualify because they only needed 45% in their income, and their payment at a $700,000 home was going to be about $2,200. So yeah, people were able to qualify. Now look at this, the same home, $700,000 home at a 6% interest rate. Their payment is going to be now $4,200 to $4,400, and that's not many people are going to qualify because now their income has to be anywhere between $9,500 and $10,000 a month. So when there are less people qualifying for that home, eventually the homes are going to have to drop in order for people to qualify. When the interest rate was at 2%, any home was going out for sale in a nice neighborhood, and the home would get 50 offers in one day. And they had qualified buyers. Why? Because they only needed to have about $5,000 to $6,000 income, and they were able to qualify. Well, now if they have a home at $700,000, people need to be making anywhere between $95,000 and $10,000 to qualify for that 45% income that the banks usually lend. So it's going to start dropping. Now, what I'm going to tell you is for you to relax, calm down. You need to plan yourself out to see what you're going to do. Many people get scared. They bought a $700,000 home. They see it depreciate $600,000, $500,000. Don't go making a mistake of dropping it and losing it, because where are you going to go? Where are you going to go live? If you go rent, how much is your rent going to be? For the same house that you're living in right now, a $700,000 home, you wouldn't be able to find a rent because, see, rents increase too. I know I have a few homes and rents did increase. So if you lose your house because it's dropping in value, where are you going to take your family? Don't rush. Just relax. Calm down. You have to plan it out. Talk to your accountant. Talk to your realtor and ask them, what advice do you give me? But don't lose it. Definitely don't lose your home. You need a place to stay at. Homes do drop in prices. However, they never go back to the original price where it got purchased. I was able to buy a house at $165,000, and the previous owner bought it for $550,000. When the prices started dropping, he left it. He left it and walked out. Well, that same property today, I only bought it a few years ago. That same property today, it's valued at about $600,000, maybe even more. If that owner would have stuck around and said, I'm going to stick around and make my payments, he would have been good. He would have been maybe even above, and sell it, and he would have been excellent. But he didn't. So if you're going to drop your house, what's your plan? What are you going to do? Maybe if you drop it, you think, well, I better drop it and get another one. Will you qualify for another one? Because what you qualified for here with that income, if you don't have the income now, you're not going to be able to qualify for that same house. So if you're going to make that transition, what's your plan? Because if you drop this one before getting this one, chances are you're not going to get it. I don't know if you're going to qualify for both loans. Maybe. You're going to have to figure it out. But before you drop this one to get this one, make sure that you qualify for this one, that you're in this one. So don't rush it. Don't rush it. That's one example. Another example, my mother bought a house about 45 years ago. She bought it for $38,000. That same house today is worth $600,000. And during those 45 years that have passed by, you can see the homes go up in value and then drop in value, and then up in value and then drop in value. And people say, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose out. Look, notice when I go like this and then drop, it stops right about here. It never goes back to the original price. It can never go back to $38,000 ever, forever and ever. It's not going to go back. Yeah, it goes up and then it takes a dive. But notice how when it takes the dive, usually it's never at that place where you bought it at. So it's not, my mother passed, but her home is never going to go back to $38,000. The home that I bought at $165 is never going to go back at $165. It's got, right now, it's valued at $600,000. Maybe the prices are going to drop and it's going to go down to, even if it goes down to $400,000, I'm still ahead of the game. So for you, my recommendation is if that's your home where your family lives at, relax, take it like rent, let things settle down, because the homes are going to drop. I didn't dare say it before, but looking at the numbers don't lie. The homes are going to drop. They're not going to keep on going up. They're going to drop. And they're going to drop because we just finished the seller's market. When there are sellers that put up a house and you get 50 offers on that house, it's seller's market. So all the people that wanted to sell and sold, great. They got their gain. They left. Now it's going to be buyer's market. People are going to want to sell. In the time that we just had, people would say, how much are you asking? I'm asking $400,000. People will go, okay, I'll give you $400,000. Well, I had an offer for $420 or $430. I'll pay. They were willing to pay the difference. It's not going to happen anymore. Now it's going to be buyer's market. How much are you asking for? $500,000. Okay, I'll buy it if you help me with closing costs. It's coming back again. Or I'll buy it at, instead of $500, I'll buy it for $450. So now it's going to be buyer's market. It's changed. And why did it change? Because the interest rate went up from 2 to 6. And they're speculating it's going to go a little higher. So if it does, 100% for sure, homes are going to drop. But like I tell you, don't rush it. Don't get out of your home. If it's an investment home, well, my advice is talk to your accountant, talk to your realtor, set a plan. Don't rush it. Relax. Calm down. And talk it over with your family. What's the best outcome? After you figure out what the best outcome is, stick to it. Your house may drop, but you still need a place to live. And you're not going to get cheaper rent than what the houses, the payment of the houses are right now. All those people that bought at 2%, yeah, they're going to have a big amount that they're going to have to pay, but their interest is pretty low, where it's going to be nice and comfy for them. And how do I know it's going to be comfy? Because they qualified at their 45%. So if they find a way to make more money, or eventually they make more money, their payment is going to be easily made. So just wait, plan it out, and make the best of it. Very well. I'm going to leave it at that. Till next time, your friend, the ambassador of reading, wishing you well today and always, knowing that you will find and get what you are looking for. Thank you for watching our channel, and congratulations for making it here, where we give information that benefits the individual that's watching and their loved ones. I invite you to subscribe and be part of our channel, set the notifications, and watch the new videos. Thank you and welcome.